So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope the audio is coming out okay. I finally met up with a friend of mine who knows how to do these computer graphics type of stuff. So expect more. And we are also working on a new logo, everybody. So a new logo for Get the Tables is coming back very, very soon. So let's just jump right into Hell in the Cell tonight because, man, hey, what's up, Cafe Botticelli? How you doing tonight, dude? I don't even know how to describe this pay-per-view. Is Dave echoing? It says you're echoing, Dave. That's what they're saying. I hope not. I hope it doesn't continue. If it continues, it says holy hell, Dave's voice echoes. Damn it. See, that's probably on my end then. It's gonna probably be on my end. I hope it doesn't continue.
It's working out a little bit. Mute your computer speakers or you'll. Oh! Thank you, Speeds. Can y'all still hear me? Is everything okay? Dave, can you talk real quick?
How am I sounding now?
I have to put the headsets up. Dave, can you help? Can you talk? Dave, hello?
Yeah. Hello? How's it going?
See, I can't hear him now. I cannot hear Dave. I have lost Dave if I mute him. Damn, what is going on? Then maybe the mute your computer speakers if you haven't. I have. My computer speakers are muted. I can't even hear Dave, to be honest with you.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, see? Dave reaching out to us from the Shadow Realm. It could be Dave's phone too. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Well, this is a fail. Everything sounds good, but I can't hear Dave. That's the only thing. I can't hear Dave. Let me see if I can turn up.
Hello?
All right, Dave, say something.
Hello?
All right, Dave, say something. Hello? Okay, I can hear him on the Periscope. I'm just going to have to put the Periscope on. All right, so if you guys hear the echoing, just let me know, and I'll turn down the Periscope to do that. Let me do it. Turn down. Okay, so thank you, everybody. We are live here again. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Thank you, Speeds, for that. I appreciate that. So, all right, Dave.
I like that in the corner.
Do you want to start off with the good stuff, or do you want to start off with the bad stuff?
Yeah. I mean, we can go good. Let's go good first. I like that what you got up in your little corner up there.
All right, so we'll go with the good stuff first because the good stuff was obviously the first 2 hours of the show. And man, oh man, the first 2 hours of the show actually kind of flew by. If you're asking me, I thought the show was going to start off with a bang at first. We had the opening of the Hell in a Cell with Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton inside the Hell in a Cell. I thought it was smart for them to open this Hell in a Cell match, or excuse me, pay-per-view with this particular match, kind of get the crowd going a little bit. And, well, I'll tell you what, this match was pretty good. I enjoyed it for the most part. I mean, we saw things that we've really never seen before in a match, as a screwdriver into someone's earlobe and twisting it. Jeff Hardy swinging on top of the Hell in a Cell and landing inside, on top of the table, and Randy Orton capitalizing and pinning him. Did this match live up to the hype? Was it brutal enough for you, Dave? What was your thoughts on the opening match of the Hell in a Cell?
I thought it was a really brutal match. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was a good match. It was a lot more. It over-exceeded my expectations of this match, honestly. I mean, I thought the match was awesome. I really enjoyed it. Really brutal. I was having time watching a football game and watching this at the same time. So, yeah, I mean, and Randy Orton, man, just screwing the hell out of Jeff Hardy's ears. So, holy crap, that was some crazy shit. And that spot he did, like you said, off the cell, man, to me, I mean, this match was the best match on the card for, like, Hell in the Cell wise. So that last match was pretty bad. Not bad in a good way either. But, yeah, the last one sucked. But, yeah, this one was really good. There was a lot of great spots. Ladders. It was basically a TLC ladder match. Or Hell in the Cell.
Now, being where I was seated at, I couldn't see a lot of the ringside action because they had, for some reason, and I don't know why WWE does this, but they have that big, nice screen that they have that says Hell in a Cell, but they never put the what's going on in the ring. You have to look all the way up to the ceiling to the video that's up there, to the screen that's up there. So I couldn't. I got kind of tired of looking up and down, quite often. So I couldn't see a lot of the spots on the ringside. But how did Randy Orton get hurt, or how did he get his leg busted open like that?
I don't know about his leg, but I do know that they said the chair busted his back up. I don't know how his leg got hurt though.
Yeah, his leg looked pretty messed up. Now we did
You
see
know,
over the weekend that Matt Hardy seemingly retired. That's what it's looking like. He kind of put out a video out there late last night, pretty much saying that last night's live event in Corpus Christi was his last match, or his last scheduled date for the WWE. And now that he's pretty much looks like he's done, he looks like he also said that he's going to be going home and become a family man. Things can change, of course. So the speculation for the last couple of weeks has been that Jeff Hardy might be next to go, that he might be the next to retire. And the way he went out tonight, you got to expect that we will not see Jeff Hardy on TV for quite some time. Do you think this was Jeff Hardy's last match?
I don't know, but if it was one hell of a way to go out. I mean, I think all of us can say that. Watching that match, I think a lot of us watched that match, possibly thinking in the back of our heads, our minds, that this could be the last time we see Jeff Hardy wrestle. And so if it was, hey, thank you, Jeff. You had an amazing career. If it's not, then, hey, kudos. That was an amazing match for how long he's been doing this.
Yeah, I think Alex tweeted out on Twitter that he's been wrestling and doing this for almost 20 years now. And look at him going out in the Hell in a Cell and putting off a really good, really good match like he did. And I think everybody in the back of their head was wondering, what the hell is Jeff Hardy going to do? Is he going to jump off the top of the cell? Is he going to fly through it? What's going to happen tonight? And I mean, he delivered. I think that was one, like you said, one hell of a way to go out, swinging on top of on the cell, landing pretty hard. The only thing that would have maybe been better or a highlight is if maybe Randy Orton would have caught him with the RKO.
Yeah, dude, that'd been tough though. Through the table. I mean, man, I don't know. That would have been cool though, but man, I that spot was really. It looked bad. It did, but that's what Jeff is known for, being a daredevil.
Yeah, that's very true. Now, yes, we do know there's a delay. That's what's going to happen with the OBS. There is going to be a delay, and I do look far, but I'm not far away from the screen. I am right here with you guys. Actually, I can even do this, make it look a little bit better for you. So if this continues to bother you guys, I'll look into trying to fix this, maybe go back to the regular way until I get the OBS down. But I just wanted to try it out tonight. So I hope you guys at least enjoy the show. And if you're new to the show, please hit that follow button. So Randy Orton gets the win. Looks like Jeff Hardy will be gone probably for quite some time. Maybe Royal Rumble might see a little appearance from him. But we'll see what's next from Randy Orton. What do you think's next for Randy Orton?
That's a great question. I mean, I don't know. I mean, does he go after Nakamura now? Does he go after another fan favorite, which I don't know who that'd be? Daniel Bryan possibly next again? That would be an interesting revisited rivalry. I don't think Daniel Bryan's done with The Miz, but I mean, yeah, that's a great question. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, they kind of just left him out of the loop because he's been feuding with Jeff Hardy for so long, and Nakamura was kind of put into the mix a little bit. He was brought out of the mix. I know they've been out of live events. They've been having triple threat matches, so maybe Nakamura will be next in line for Randy Orton. So let's move on to the next match because this match was probably my match of the night, just because I was there and witnessed this moment personally, which was Becky Lynch taking on Charlotte for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. And I'm not gonna lie, as a fan, wrestling fan, when usually WWE comes to town, the crowd isn't like the most crowds. They'll cheer for the guys that usually don't get cheered, like Roman Reigns, or the list goes on and on. But tonight, they made me proud with this match because they booed the hell out of Charlotte. I'm not really sure how it came across on TV, but she definitely was not cheered very much tonight in the crowd. Becky Lynch was definitely over. Everybody was behind her. And when she got that pinfall and the win, I mean, that was an unbelievable pop for her winning the title. Which was even better was Charlotte after the match trying to raise Becky's hand and kind of like a congratulations, good win, respecting Becky Lynch. But no, Becky Lynch didn't take it. She walked out of the ring pretty much. Looks like Charlotte was trying to take Becky's moment, it looked like in a way. But I really enjoyed this match, and I'm glad Becky Lynch won. I'm glad WWE opened their eyes, and I'm not even sure if this is going to be a long title reign. She'll probably lose it most likely at the next special event in Australia. But what did you think of the match between Becky Lynch and Charlotte, Dave?
I thought it was good. I enjoyed the match. They went a little different route than we normally see from like Sasha and Bailey. We went a different. It wasn't so much what you would think it would be with those two, but it wasn't a lot of big spots in this match. But yeah, it was fun, and I was surprised the way Becky won. That just kind of surprised me, and she just won. Basically, kind of rolled her up and beat her, 1, 2, 3, and yeah, it was kind of awkward. You could also see Charlotte holding back because she was proud too, because she was happy that Becky won.
Yeah, it was like, and we'll get to this when we touch on the second half of the show because it looked like WWE, and I was thinking to myself after this match was over. Actually, when this first match started, I'm like, damn, they're putting the women's title match now after that Hell in a Cell match we just got. Oh man, it's gonna be pretty tough to follow that match. But I thought the match still delivered, and plus we got Becky winning. And I'm like, man, I should start coming into pay-per-views with low expectations more often because they're delivering during this Hell in a Cell. We got a good match to open. We got a title change. And then next we got the tag team title match between Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre taking on Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. I thought the match was still pretty damn good. Drew McIntyre and Ziggler retained the titles. Looked like for a minute there that Rollins and Ambrose was going to get the win, but they fall short. What did you think of the match, Dave? And the title, and McIntyre and McIntyre and Ziggler keeping the titles.
I was surprised. I mean, yeah, the match. I'm sure some people are saying it's their match of the night and all that, but I mean, good for that. But I mean, yeah, it was a good match. It wasn't one of the ones I was really that interested in, but I mean, yeah, I'm glad they kept the title. So I figured they're gonna have the Shield have all the belts. So yeah, I mean, it was good and good for them. I'm glad they kept the belts for a little longer.
Match went from 100 to 0 real quick. What? Let's see. Look through some comments in the chat room. Bliss Side says match of the night for me. Adam Bomb says the same thing. Jody Mania says Becky finally got her moment. No Effect says, yeah, Becky even said, you're not going to take my moment. I'm going to enjoy this. What else? England JT says Becky Lynch will lose it to Asuka. That's a bold prediction right there. But yeah, I think the match was pretty good. I know a lot of people might be particularly tired of these four men going at it. Maybe would like McIntyre and Ziggler to move on to someone else. Maybe even with same thing with Ambrose and Rollins. What do you think is next? Do you think this feud continues on a little bit more? I know what we saw at the main event or at the ending of the show. But do you think we see one more match between these four men?
We're actually going to see at least one more for sure because they're going to do a 6-man tag, I believe, at the Australia show. So we're going to see more with these 6 men, technically. So I think this feud's probably going to go all the way, probably through the rest of the year, probably. And they probably have some kind of match at TLC or whatever the pay-per-view is in December of this year.
Oh, God, right. All right, and this is now when the pay-per-view started going downhill. Am I right, folks? I think we can all agree. Once that tag match happened, and excuse me, I'm sorry about that. After this next match, I apologize. We had AJ Styles taking on Samoa Joe for the SmackDown Live World Title. And we had a little kind of a controversial finish where we had in the choke, we had AJ Styles in the chokehold. He flips him over, kind of the Bret Hart Stone Cold-esque finish. But in that process of the 2 count, AJ Styles taps out, which I couldn't see from my angle where I was sitting, but I did see it on the replay, and then they went over it again during the show. What did you think of the AJ Styles and Samoa Joe match and the ending of the match as well? Because I know last night during our prediction show, we kind of said that we're probably going to get a funky finish, probably going to get a disqualification by AJ Styles because he's going to lose his shit and take out Samoa Joe with a chair or something. But we didn't see that. We saw a little bit maybe more of a creative finish. What did you think of it, Dave?
I thought this match was damn good. I really enjoyed this match. I think it's AJ's best match probably since he faced Cena. I mean, wow, this match was so good. I enjoyed this. And I didn't mind the finish because it was different. It kind of similar to how they did Brock and Undertaker, the tap out and then the pin where Taker tapped out but no one saw it. But yeah, that's what it kind of reminded me of. But yeah, I still enjoyed it. I'm glad it wasn't a DQ or a count out finish, and I thought it was a really good match.
Did the finish upset you, or did you kind of like it? Are you looking forward to now their next match at the Australian show, where they did announce tonight that it will be a no holds bar, no disqualification. There must be a winner.
Yeah, I don't mind the finish. I mean, it was better than a count out or a draw or DQ to me. So I don't mind that AJ Styles keeps the belt a little longer and we get a third match in this little series because it's been a fun. This match right here was really good. And unlike some people who are mad about it, I don't care. I mean, I'm enjoying this. I can't wait for the next match. A no holds bar would be really good.
So you're not one of the few people that are tired of this feud?
No, if people didn't like this match, then all they want to do is complain about it. Because this was a really good match.
Okay, all right. Now, next we had Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella taking on Miz and Maurice in the mixed match challenge. Excuse me, in the mixed match tag match. There we go. Golly, I always have trouble saying those together. Oh man, I predicted this right, and so did Justin with Miz and Maurice winning. What did you think of this match? And what did you think of Maurice and Brie Bella's performance?
I didn't think the match was that bad to start out, and I didn't think Brie and Maurice looked that bad in the match at first. They didn't wrestle much, and Brie didn't do no dives, so that's always a good thing. I don't think she did. And I mean, you know what? I think Bryan and Miz did what they could, and I thought I was actually enjoying the match. I'm gonna be like the only one, I think, but I mean, the ending was really bad. I mean, because it looks like it was supposed to be like a roll up finish, and Maurice was supposed to roll Brie up again, and then she messed it up and just put her on her back, and it just looked really awkward the way Brie was pinned. To me, it did anyway. So it it was strange. It was really strange how the ending to that match. I'm sorry, it just was.
Now, so Miz
What did you
and
think?
Maurice get the win. Looks like, is this feud continuing? I'm not even really sure what to say about this match. And I'm glad we didn't see no suicide dives from Brie. It looked like at the near the end of the match where they went outside to grab him outside the ring and throw him back in. Looked like for a minute there we were going to see a double suicide dive done by Brian and Brie Bell. Like had me a little bit worried for a minute there. But
What did you think of the match,
uh,
Tony?
did the match live up to your expectations? Because I know you were looking forward to this match.
Yes, I want to know what you thought of it. What did you think of the match overall?
The fans were behind the match for the most part, mostly cheering and going for Brie and Daniel Bryan. But for the most, I didn't really care for this match. I was there live, obviously, you guys know that, and I just didn't really care for it. Some of the spots were cool, but other than that, I really didn't really care for the match. And I'm kind of getting kind of tired of this feud in particular. I'm kind of ready for Daniel Bryan to move on. I'm ready to see him face other guys on SmackDown Live, which is kind of sad for me to say because I was really looking forward to seeing Miz and Daniel Bryan finally face each other one-on-one. But they've just kind of overdone it now. And now they're getting the wives involved. And not only are they getting the wives involved, they're getting their TV shows involved. It's just kind of getting over the top now.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It is getting that part's getting a little ridiculous. You know what? I would love. How was the reaction to just that average guy, according to the gospel, Daniel Bryan, from the crowd there, since you were there live?
He got quite a pop tonight. I won't lie about that. He's definitely over, but I just don't know. A lot of people are saying that they're kind of done with Daniel Bryan. They're kind of tired of Daniel Bryan. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't. I don't know if people are tired of Daniel Bryan, but it's just I don't know. Maybe people don't like their wives involved in this whole thing. It's kind of getting kind of old with that part. I get that, but it is. It is what it is. Hey, Daniel Bryan's my favorite. Him and AJ Styles, two of my favorites. So I don't mind seeing Daniel Bryan wrestling again. So I'll take a crappy feud just so I can get him back in the ring again. I don't care.
Yeah, and I kind of agree with BJ2205 in the chat room where he says that's the same across the roster. The feuds are all way too old. Fresh ideas be nice. I kind of agree with them a little bit that some of these feuds, not, you know, even though I'm enjoying Samoa Joe and AJ Styles and I'm enjoying what we're getting kind of from Daniel Bryan and The Miz for the most part, I'm kind of tired of seeing these guys face each other all the time. I'm ready to see these guys move on and feud with other guys on the roster. It just kind of sucks to see Daniel Bryan stuck in the same feud. And we're going to see this. Not only is Daniel Bryan still stuck with Miz in this feud, we're going to see them face each other again, right? I don't know if they've made the announcement yet, but they're scheduled to face each other at the Super Show. So this feud is not over yet. It's going to last at least another month, maybe another month and a half. Do you don't think you'll see yourself getting tired of this by then?
Maybe, but I'm just happy to see Daniel Bryan back in the ring again. But also, you're gonna probably see another feud with Maurice and Brie Bella going at it again.
My question for you guys and in the chat room: does Maurice even belong in a WWE ring with the type of women talent that we have now?
I would almost say, does Brie belong in there? Too, because she looked just as bad. I mean, the moves they were both doing looked so diva, like really bad diva wrestling. Like when you would see Stacy Kubler try to wrestle, that's how bad it's looking.
Yeah, it just didn't look good when you have Maurice and Bree go in there and all Maurice wants to do is run from her. Like, what the hell? That's just kind of just defeats the purpose of this whole match. Kind of just you want to see these two ladies go at it, especially with the women's wrestling that we've been getting. Maurice is not a good wrestler, especially tonight. She did not look very good tonight. But I'll say this.
And go ahead.
It's kind of sad that you're saying that Brie Bella shouldn't be in the ring anymore, especially when we used to, be on her side and say that she was the better Bella between her and Nikki. Do you still think she's the better Bella, or do you think Nikki has surpassed her?
I think Brie is better than her in the ring, but right now she hasn't wrestled in so long, and it's really hurting her. And we had to sit through that match tonight, and Becky Lynch and Charlotte went out there and killed it with each other and had a great women's wrestling match. And we got that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, we haven't even touched on the Raw Women's Championship match. When we get to that match, just wait till the ranting and bitching that we do on this. And that match was actually next, everybody. We had Ronda Rousey taking on Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's title. And let me just turn this volume down. Wow. This match was a clusterfuck. This match did not do any favors for any woman in that match. I thought what has happened with Ronda Rousey in the ring? Ever since her performance at WrestleMania, then her performance against Nia Jax, we haven't really seen, in my opinion, a really good match from Ronda Rousey in months. She still seems like she's not 100% confident in that ring. She still botches quite a bit. Her punches, when I'm there live and I'm watching her punches, and she's missing Alexa Bliss. So much space in between her fists and her face. It's unbelievable. I'm like, come on now, Ronda, you could do better than that. The suplex, all that stuff, it didn't really look too smooth. The whole match didn't look that great. I understand that the whole rib injury was supposed to make Alexa Bliss a little bit more credible, like make her look like she has a bit of a more of a chance to beat Ronda, but it just didn't look that good in the ring. It didn't look good live. I'm not really sure how it came off on TV, but I'll tell you this, Ronda Rousey's over. She is definitely over. She's a crowd favorite. She was definitely over tonight. A lot of people in the crowd was wearing Ronda Rousey merchandise, but the match sucked. Your thoughts, Dave?
You hit the nail right in the head, son. Shit. Yeah, it was bad. And it's really bad. I tweeted this out.
Oh, there he is. I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the match is really bad when Alexa Bliss is the best wrestler in the ring.
Yeah. That's not her facial expression, slapping herself on the shoulders, just hokey. Why didn't this match end quickly? This should have been a squash match.
Yes, I agree. It went on way too long.
But the ribs didn't affect anything in the match unless they were targeted. Yeah.
She did a decent job of trying to sell the
So what's next for Ronda Rousey, Dave?
Just take your finger and just.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Dave.
Oh, you're fine. I was saying, take your finger and point to a diva, or a woman. A woman's wrestler. Just pick one who she's going to beat next.
Well, we're gonna get to see them team up, or her team up with the Bellas to take on the Riot Squad. So you gotta expect either we get a feud between the Riot Squad, or we get a feud between her and the Bellas eventually. Yeah, out of those 5 women, Dave, who would you like to see her feud with?
I don't, but I do want to see it. I want to see her in a title picture, but then again, I don't want to see her against Ronda. But I would say Ruby Riott. But I don't want to see her get squashed by Ronda either.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you see Ruby Riott is not going to be the champion anytime soon, so she would definitely not win that match. When do you see the Bellas getting involved with Ronda Rousey?
Probably at that show, because I would say after they win the match, of course they will. They'll probably attack Ronda after the match. Of course they will. They'll probably attack Ronda after the match.
Naked Files, what were you expecting? Michaels versus Brett. This is Rousey and Alexa Bliss. Well, no shit. I'm not expecting a 5-star match, but I'm expecting a little bit better of a performance from Ronda Rousey. You know?
Wow.
Any other thoughts, Dave, on this match?
No.
Any other thoughts, Dave, on this match? No.
Wow, that's getting bad.
Now let's go to this cluster fuck. What the fuck? Shitty ass. What the hell? What was Vince McMahon thinking of a main event tonight? We had Roman Reigns taking on Braun Strowman in a Hell in a Cell, and we just had everything go everywhere. We had Drew McIntyre. We had Dolph Ziggler. We had Seth Rollins. We had Dean Ambrose. We had the return of Brock Lesnar. What is going on?
I don't know. Brock Lesnar shows up when he wants to show up. I mean, and then he never shows up. Then all of a sudden he shows up at one of their smaller pay-per-views to be the new Kane. And it was weird. It was crazy. All these people getting involved. Man, Jeff and Orton should have been main eventing tonight, not this.
I have to agree with you. And yes, we know the audio issues are funky tonight. I just told you guys earlier, we're working on the OBS. By Tuesday night, hopefully it'll be a lot more smoother. If not, we will go back to the regular format until I have it 100% perfect. I see Budweiser put in the chat room, said it's going to be a triple threat at Survivor Series, I bet. He also said he knew Lesnar was there. And here's a funny story. I was there with our buddy Justin, who's in the chat room, I believe. And he put out a tweet, or he showed me a tweet of a wrestling news site saying that Brock Lesnar was backstage. And I was like, whatever. I didn't really believe it too much. And then we got the whole everybody coming down. And I was like, all right, we're not going to see Brock. This is the funky finish that we're going to get. And then that's when we see Brock Lesnar come down and wreak havoc, obviously. What do you think is next between these three men, Dave?
Obviously, they're going to be another big match at the Showdown. But like I said earlier, I think it's going to continue throughout the rest of this year. They're going to keep fighting because everyone loves the Shield. And they can't get enough of seeing the Shield reunited. So that's why that's why SmackDown's my favorite show, because I'm sick of the Shield.
Now, why did we need that? We get Mick Foley involved, which was a little bit already not needed. But we get Rollins, we get McIntyre, we get Ambrose, and we get Ziggler brawling, and then we get them on top of the Hell in a Cell, and then we kind of forget that Braun Strowman and Reigns are in the ring and they're having a title match at the moment. Now I'm there live, Dave. What were they saying on commentating during that whole time? Because Roman and Strowman were just laying there.
They were trying to, I believe, they were trying to avert your focus to like, oh, Rollins and Ziggler fighting and all that on top of the cell. So they were trying to give you something out there. I don't know what was going on. Maybe someone missed their cue, and they were also come out earlier than they did, and they're just laying there on the ground. So I mean, it just seemed like it was just all over the place. And it's like, why would you give us a finish like that? Seriously, I mean, what was the point? You had a good pay per view going, and then you give us that crappy of a finish to your main event for the Universal title match. The title's hardly defended, and now you defend it on a big pay per view, or somewhat big, not really that big. No offense, San Antonio, but it was crap. The ending, your main event, the red. Well, we got to talk about the red cells tonight too. So I want to see what people thought about that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I hated the main event. I thought it was stupid to do it like that, and it was nowhere near going to top Jeff and Orton. And I was just like, it's like they gave up.
I just wanted so much for to have Brock put Braun's arm over Roman Reigns and have the ref count 3 and have Reigns lose that title. For a minute there, I thought we were going to have it until I looked up at the screen and I saw the copyright trademark thing by WWE and the show was over and the commentators are taking their headsets off their head. And I'm like, wow, that was the ending of Hell in a Cell. Wow. I just don't know what else to say. With Brock Lesnar having these whole supposed title match and the UFC coming up, why do you think Brock brought back?
I mean, that's a great question. And Brock looked good out there too. He looked like he dropped some weight, and he looked completely different than what we've seen last time. So I mean, man, I guess is he going to come back and challenge that unless they change Survivor Series and make it Reigns and him at Survivor Series with Strowman in there in the mix now too, or is it just to say he wants a match at WrestleMania? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's definitely very interesting. Now, I would love to know. I'm seeing a few people comment saying they hated the cell. I want to know what you thought, and I'll give my thoughts on it too.
Of the red cell, it didn't bother me too much. I think they were going with too much of the concept of they're in hell because not only were the cell red, the lights around the cell were red, the lights in the audience were red. So the concept tonight was all hell. What about you?
Yeah, I didn't mind it. I thought it actually looked kind of cool having the cells be red like that. I even asked my fiance, "What do you think about the red cell?" She said she kind of liked it, and I was just like, "Yeah, I don't mind it either. I think it looked cool. People are complaining about it, but it's like, who cares of the color of the cell? I mean, seriously, is that really that big of an issue with people?"
Well, what did people in the chat room think of the cell? Did it hurt your eyes? Did it bother you? Do you think this is going to continue, or do you think this was a one-time thing? It was funny. I did see someone on Twitter say, if we're going to get a red Hell in the Cell, they need to bring back the blue cage, which I do agree with that.
That old school looking non-cage, but yeah.
Oh boy, oh boy. So again, thank you guys for dealing with the OBS and the audio tonight. I hope by Tuesday we'll have everything going, looking good. Just thought, hey, I want to make our look a little bit more professional. I even got a little Dave right here in the corner. Maybe is it right here?
Yep, it's in your right hand corner.
And wait, it's right here. I'm sorry, it's right there. And we'll have our Twitter up soon. And wait, I don't even know. And we'll have everything going by Tuesday and Thursday and on Saturday. So we thank everybody for coming in here and joining us tonight and ranting and being honest with us about how you felt about tonight's show. People said I like the red. I like it. The color red. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
My right.
It was cool looking. The cell was good at first, but the first zoom in on it ruined it for me. Let's see. The cell was more red than the wrestlers were. It's supposed to be the other way around. Yeah, it's kind of mixed reactions. Oh yeah, we missed one match.
What's up?
The SmackDown Live Tag Team Title match. Laters, Bliss. Thanks for joining us.
I wasn't able to see this match, so you're gonna tell me about it.
Okay, I was there live and I saw this match. This match was pretty good. They had the crowd going. They were definitely into the match. I honestly thought we were going to get a title change for a minute there. But the New Day obviously pull off the victory and win. And then later on in the night, they announced at the Super Show that they will be facing the Bar for the SmackDown Live Tag Team titles. So
good.
There you go, everybody. The Bar will get their title shot at the Super Show in Australia. Now, Dave, any more thoughts on Brock Lesnar? Because I'm still kind of questioning why he is back. What is he going to do? What's going to happen tomorrow night on Raw?
Well, we know your favorite, The Undertaker, is going to be there on Raw. So I don't know if he's going to do anything or if we're just going to see something down the line happen with Brock Lesnar. You know, like he's going to get his rematch now because Corbin's in charge. So we just don't know when.
Worst ending ever. Tired of this. Awesome show. I'd love to see the Bar back as champs. Lesnar shows up tomorrow. I don't know. Do you think Lesnar shows up tomorrow, Dave?
Probably not. No.
No more Brock. We're done with him. How was the crowd attendance? Were there a lot of empty seats? The show looked pretty full to me. It looked like it was a sellout crowd. It sounded live in the arena. Some matches, it took a little bit of a while for the crowd to get into it. But I thought for the most part the crowd was pretty hot. How did it sound on the TV, Dave?
Yeah, they seemed a really fair amount towards Reigns. It didn't seem like it was, like you said earlier, it didn't seem like there was a lot of booing at Reigns. And there was cheers for Strowman too, of course.
Really?
So, I mean, to me, it didn't seem like maybe it was dumbed down. I didn't really notice a lot of boos when Reigns came out. But maybe other people did notice a lot of boos because I didn't. I know they popped really big.
Did you hear that? Yeah, I heard the screaming lady only a few times, not that much. What was that, Dave?
I was saying I know I heard a good pop for Brock when he came out.
Oh yeah, he got a nice little pop tonight. So yeah, definitely an interesting but shitty ending to Hell in a Cell, especially when you have the crowd chanting bullshit, which is not probably the way you would want to end a pay-per-view. WWE tried to mute the views, Dave. They were pretty loud. They were being there live. It was sounding like it was pro Strowman. I guess not. You guys seem really flat about the show. It wasn't that great, man. The first 2 hours were pretty hot, and then after that, to me, this is what I was thinking on the drive home, and you can tell me if you agree with this or not, Dave. And you guys in the chat room can tell me if you agree or not as well. Vince McMahon gave us Becky Lynch winning that title, and Vince McMahon said, "Screw it, we'll make up for that shitty ending. Is okay because we make up for it with Becky Lynch winning the title." Do you kind of agree with that?
I mean, you had a pretty good couple matches going starting the show. So, I mean, no, because fans are going to bitch and rant like we are doing tonight about how the ending was so crappy. And sometimes endings like that ruin shows for people and they just start doing cancel the WWE network. They're ready to cancel the network after the red sells. I mean, come on. Do you don't think they're going to say, I'm going to cancel this network after the ending? I mean, shit, people were up in arms about all this. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think it ruined the whole show for me because I still had matches on the show I liked and enjoyed.
Match of the night.
For me, without cells or with cells?
Without the cells.
I'm gonna go with Joe. Actually, no, because he didn't win. So I'm gonna go Becky Lynch and Charlotte just because Becky Lynch finally won the title.
Worst match of the night.
Worst match of the night. It's a tough one. It's almost a tie. I'll go Ronda and Alexa Bliss.
And I'm pretty sure, obviously, what the Hell in a Cell is, it'd be Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton, of course.
If you have to pick between the two, yeah, I'd definitely take Jeff and Randy. They killed it. That's by far one of my favorite Hell in a Cell matches now.
Now, what would you rate this pay-per-view show?
I'll give it a 3.
Do you think we should come into more pay-per-views with low expectations?
I mean, I went into this with really low expectations. Like, I only wanted to see 3 matches, and I could care less about the rest of it. So, I mean, yeah, the 3 matches, I want to see 2 of them delivered. And, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I guess if you really go into a show thinking it's going to be really good, chances are you're going to be disappointed. If you go into these pay-per-views thinking they're going to be really shitty, then sometimes you're surprised.
Yeah, I didn't come with this show with any high expectations. I even told you guys yesterday how much I was not really excited about going to the show. Felt like this was just another show just to get to the Super Show. But hey, being there live, I really did enjoy myself, and I think with Becky Lynch winning and that moment of seeing her so happy and the crowd just going nuts. And then we got that crazy of a finish in the Hell in the Cell match where we saw Jeff Hardy almost kill himself. And the pretty good tag match, and the SmackDown Live match title match was pretty good too with the creative finish. Of course, nobody really likes the ending to the Hell in the Cell because we didn't get a clear winner. But overall, I will say that I give this pay-per-view a 3.5, and I think it's mainly because I was there.
Now, Tony? What was your favorite, and what did you think the worst match was?
Now we favorite match of the night. Becky Lynch versus Charlotte, and then the worst match was man, this one's a tough one. I'm gonna say the main event because we didn't get it. We didn't get a winner.
See, I don't know how you can't say like not. It's fine. Your pick is fine, but just saying because Ronda's in that spot. She's the champion now, and she's putting on bad match after bad match. That and main event and basically main event spots on a pay per view.
I mean, yeah. I mean, she hasn't like I said earlier in the show. Since the Nia Jax match, she hasn't had a great performance inside that ring, and it could be because of who she's facing. You know, maybe when she faces the Riot Squad, that maybe she looks good again. But the Alexa Bliss feud did not do any favors for either woman, and I'm actually kind of glad that that feud is over with.
Yeah, me too. At least let's hope. Who's next? Mickey James now for Ronda. I mean, geez.
So,
But
wow,
that's
an interesting. Yeah, excuse me. It's got to be the Bellas. It's got to be either Nikki or Brie. More than likely Nikki, since Brie is on freaking both shows. I mean, Jesus.
yeah. Well, there are been rumors that it's going to be
All
Nikki versus
right.
Ronda.
So I think that may wrap it up. I heard about that, Dave. I heard you. I remember you. I remember you talking about that a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. So I mean, well, I didn't bring it up. It was already put out there somewhere. But yeah.
No one can legit be over to beat her. Who on the roster is believable that would beat her?
No one. I mean, they might as well combine both titles in the
Probably
Survivor Series. You know,
Charlotte.
I mean, and just have Ronda beat up everybody and go to both shows and face as like an undisputed women's champion, and have her just face people on both shows because they're never gonna make her lose anyway. This is what I hate about wrestling fans. It really is. Roman Reigns gets booed because people hate how he's shoved down our throats. He doesn't deserve to be in the spot he's in. But you cheer Ronda Rousey, who definitely does not deserve to be where she's at.
Wow.
Do you disagree with that?
Damn, that's. I mean, I can't disagree with you. Uh, I think. Well, I mean, we all know why Rousey's being pushed.
Well, yeah, because he's a crossover star, and that's why.
Yeah, and it. You know what, wrestling fans, a lot of wrestling fans, and not saying that we are in particular or anybody in the chat room, because most of the time, everybody in here that come in here are pretty consistent, and they're not what a lot of wrestling fans are, as hypocrites. Like you said, they'll cheer their asses for Ronda Rousey, but Roman Reigns steps foot inside the ring and they boo his ass off.
And do they not see the same
And
thing? They
maybe
see
it is
Roman.
because she came from the UFC and she's a star.
Yeah, I agree with you. And it's funny because whatever the knock on
What were you gonna
Roman
say,
Reigns
Dave?
is, I was just, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Whatever the knock on Roman Reigns is, he can still go out there and put on some good matches. Hate him or not, he puts on some good matches. Ronda Rousey doesn't. Her matches are bad and cringeworthy ever since those two WrestleMania and the match with Nia Jax, and now it's like she doesn't care anymore. It's like I'm not saying she doesn't care, but man, it's just bad. And I'm trying to give her a chance and try to say, okay, her matches are good. Her matches are good. I'm trying, but it's just not working for me right now. I mean, I crapped all over her for WrestleMania. I didn't think it was that good. And then her match with Nia Jax was good. And now the last few months have just been bad.
If it was at a live show, I would cheer Roman with or without the Shield. Oh, okay. Agree, Dave. And don't forget, Ronda is bad on the mic. Couldn't agree with you more, Dave. Roman is more deserving as a wrestler.
I didn't say wrestler. I said worker.
The only woman who beat Rousey is China. She sucks in the girls' division, but kicks butt against the guys. But as a draw, Ronda gets the nod. Best for business. Yeah, Speed, you're right. Absolutely right. So, wow. What a show tonight.
Yeah. I mean,
We tried something new with the OBS. Obviously, I have a lot of work to do and learning a lot to do with it. What was that, Dave?
for me personally, this is fine. Hopefully it's not too difficult for people to deal with on Periscope, but to me, we both sound good. I can hear you fine. I don't think you've had any trouble hearing me. So to me, that's a win.
The only thing that's an issue is the delay.
Yeah, but it's not.
And that's just going to take some time for me to work out the kinks in that. The chat room, thanks, guys. Great show you guys have. Thank you, Tally Austin. Appreciate that. As long as fans keep cheering her and her merch keeps flying off the shelves, we're stuck with Ronda.
Yeah, keep dreaming. Whoever said that, Oscar probably
absolutely. Because, like I said, when we were there live, at the show, there was nothing but Rousey shirts, and she was the most over woman there, even over more than Becky Lynch. What were we gonna say, Dave?
Oh, someone just put in the chat, Oscar over Ronda. I was like, yeah, right. Keep dreaming.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Great show, even with the audio delay. I appreciate that, man. It's gonna take some getting used to. I got to figure out how I can, it's gonna take some time. And I do appreciate everybody joining us tonight. And I know I kind of cut Dave off a couple of times, but the kinks will be worked out. And I do appreciate everybody popping in here. I thank you, everyone, for coming in here last night, getting us over 6,000 viewers. That was an amazing show last night. Fun show. And I think tonight's show was pretty good. I'm kind of upset at myself with the audio delay because I don't like to have a sloppy show. But I do thank everybody for popping in here and showing us support tonight.
Hey, it's not too unbearable, I don't think. I think it's been good. But I
Let's
apologize if it's trouble for anybody else.
I'm dealing with the same shit, but the damn Skype delay sucks. Yeah. I could I look in here and I talk and then I hear Dave and then I say something because of the delay and I'm like, oh. Do a test tomorrow if you want to check to make sure everything is working correctly. Yeah, I probably should have done that. Anything interesting going to happen tomorrow night? Dave, what do you think?
Well, Tony's hero will be on Raw tomorrow night, The Undertaker, so that'd be interesting. Oh, one more thing.
Who's the coward?
All right, Tony, you ready for this? I'm surprised Tony hasn't
Is
talked
that who's
about
showing
this yet.
up? Is that who you're talking about?
No, Tony, I'm surprised you haven't mentioned this yet. But there's a new movie coming out, and it's starring your hero, Shawn Michaels.
Dave, I can't thank you enough for mentioning that, Dave. Wow, I can't believe you did not. I did not mention that. What are you gonna buy this DVD?
It's starring The Miz. I wouldn't buy it anyway.
That's just a little bit over the top there, Dave.
Name a movie that you bought of Miz has done. Show me your Marine collection, Tony.
You mean you didn't buy the Miz Christmas DVD?
Hell no. Well, show me your Marine collection of all the Marine movies, Tony. Let's see them.
Sorry, I was looking up something real quick.
Take us and show you your Marine collection.
Hold on. I'm gonna show something in the chat for everybody. I gotta show something in the chat for everybody. Yeah, I want to see what a awesome greatest wrestler of all time looks like.
So we're gonna show a picture of Bret Hart.
I know y'all want to see this. Bret Hart. There he is, everybody. Hey! There he is, everybody. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, everybody. Come on. Y'all know y'all love it. Okay. I'm back. All right. Oh, y'all are fun. That's not Eddie Guerrero. Okay. So anything else, Dave, before we sign off tonight?
No, I think we covered everything.
All right. Well, again, thank you everybody for the awesome interaction tonight. Let's do a quick little shout out for everybody who's in here tonight. Got Budweiser, Jody Mania, Bob Aruski, Adam Awesome, Jeffrey Cross, Adam Baum, Alice, Will Miller, Kevin, Truth and Loyalty, Speeds, Brad Lucas, which is, I believe, Cafe Buccelli, Zay Simmons, Gordy, Alex, and there's a couple of more viewers that I could not see. So if I did not mention your name in the chat room, please say hello so I did not miss you. I would love to give everybody a proper thanks for joining us. Oh, thank you, Speeds, for the super hearts. Appreciate that as well from Jeffrey Cross. Thank you so much, everybody, for y'all's support. Thank you guys for the interaction tonight. Did any titles change hands tonight? Yes, Becky Lynch won the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. And that was it. Tally Austin and Johnny Z Beats, thank you guys for joining us as well. If you're new to the show, please hit that follow button. And also, if you haven't already, Peck and Rod, how did I forget you, my friend? Please go to the YouTube and follow us on YouTube. I didn't put it up in there, but we are on YouTube as well. So I hope everybody can join us on YouTube. We also have Twitter. You'll see that on the ending of the show tonight. And don't forget, everybody, don't forget to join us on Tuesday. And don't forget to join us on Thursday, possibly, depending on the weather, I may not be going on our trip. So we may do a show if that does not happen. And then also we will be live again on Saturday. And guess who's going to be joining us, everybody? Yes, Alex will be joining us tomorrow. I'm sorry, Saturday night as well. We will not be live tomorrow night. So if you want to watch a Raw post show, Speeds and the Benchmark are your guys to go to. They will be live tomorrow night after Raw is over, giving their thoughts on Raw. So if you want to rant or cheer or whatever have you, join their show tomorrow. And I think even they might even take some call-ins. So if you want to go on their show and chit-chat with them, they'll be live with you guys tomorrow night after hopefully is a good Raw, which will have The Undertaker on it, like Dave mentioned. Dave will be live Tuesday night. Any last thoughts before we end tonight's show?
Hey, thanks for tuning in and bear with us when we get through this new technology. So it's something new for us. And thanks for joining. And this has been fun for me.
We're back to shooting the shit on Saturday nights because you know why? Bobaruski, Alex is off from work. And we feel like, hey, we got a huge success last weekend on our, last night on our show. So let's just continue on with the Saturdays. Let's continue the trend. Screw it. Shooting the shit on Sundays just didn't feel the same. So we're just going to continue it on Saturday evenings. So again, thank you guys for over 2,600 viewers. Awesome show. Thank you guys for dealing with the OBS. Thank you for dealing with us and having me drive home from the show first before I got here. So thank you guys for everything. Thank you guys for y'all support. I couldn't thank you guys any more than I already do. That's why we're doing these giveaways, everybody. So go on our Patreon and donate just $1, and you can win. Have a chance to win these Young Buck pop figurines. Bobaruski, your shirt's on the way, my friend. So hopefully you get that by the weekend. And then also we will be doing another giveaway for getting over 1,000 followers on Periscope. So if you are following us and you're a legit follower, and I know that you come to our shows on at least a weekly basis, out of at least one out of the three, I'm going to let you guys be in on this giveaway. So I hope you guys can join us when we do that. It'll probably be next month. So again, thank you, Dave, for joining us. Thank you, everybody, for joining us as well. And we'll end your guys' night with the picture of Hell in a Cell. Thank you guys for joining us. You guys are awesome. And we'll be back with you on Tuesday. Have a great Monday. I know a lot of people go back to work tomorrow. Cafe Bocelli, I will work on that. My friend. And thank you guys for joining us. You guys are awesome. Have a great Monday because we want to see you on Tuesday night. Thank you, everybody.